There is a video making the rounds out there of Harry touching a man's but in public when they were at Bondi Beach during their Australia tour. The same Bondi Beach in which there was a disgusting terrorist attack and while Meghan was out for pictures. Of course, Harry decided to be inappropriate with a stranger, a lifeguard. And that makes you wonder, if Harry does this in public, then what could Harry do in private? So, today we are covering that story, plus Trump's Oval Office declaration that he speaks for the UK more than Harry does. Fox News royal experts confirming King Charles will not meet Harry in Washington under any circumstances. And Harry's panicked ITV exit interview insisting he was born to do the very thing he walked away from. Let me take you inside that Oval Office moment. A reporter asked the president about Harry's April 23 Kiev speech, the one where Harry invoked the Budapest Memorandum, named Vladimir Putin from the podium, and all but lobbied Washington to lead the free world. And Trump was blunt in 3 sentences. First one was, "I know one thing, Prince Harry is not speaking for the UK, that's for sure." Then, "I think I am speaking for the UK more than Prince Harry. But I appreciate his advice very much." And then the savage take, "How's he doing? How's his wife? Please give her my regards, okay?" Trump did not engage the substance. He did not address the Budapest Memorandum. He did not acknowledge the soldier frame. He declared that Harry does not speak for the country. His father governs, asserted that he himself speaks for that country more than Harry does, and then sent his regards to the wife without once saying her name. Then he pivoted and said of the Charles visit, quote, "We're really looking forward to it." Which, by the way, in spite of what happened on Saturday, the visit is still happening. I'm pretty sure that they will have better security this time. But listen to that one too. Prince Harry is not speaking for the UK. We're really looking forward to King Charles' visit. One man shut out. One man welcomed. One man treated as a spouse's passenger. One man treated as head of state. Trump did not need to dress Harry down any further. He just seated Charles at the table and let the empty chair tell the story. And the way Trump handled methane in that answer matters more than people realize. The president had the option to engage Harry's foreign policy position or his global brand. And he chose neither. He asked after his wife, by relation only, and moved on. That is the oldest move in any executive room. Which brings us to the question the Sausage Squad had been privately begging an answer to all week. Would Charles, while in Washington anyway, carve out a quiet airport motorcade minute for his son? And the answer is no. Richard Fitzwilliams, a public relations specialist, said this state visit is, quote, of pivotal importance with Anglo-American relations at a low ebb. He said it is about the shared history of the two countries over 250 years. He described Trump as, quote, a showman who loves royalty, meaning the pageantry will be enormous. And then he delivered the sentence that shut the door. The presence of the sausages would detract from that, and so, it cannot be contemplated. A source close to the Montecito Morans told the outlet Harry plans to actively stay away from Washington this week to, quote, avoid a media shift. That is a complete flip from 6 months ago, when camp briefings were whispering reunion at every deadline. The man whose entire post-royal narrative leans on longing for his father is now publicly choosing not to be in the same city as him. Because the alternative is showing up to a door the State Department has already bolted shut. Which brings us to the interview Harry's team cleared for ITV, and this is one of the most revealing 45 seconds of television in Harry's entire post-royal career. Chris Shipp was given an exclusive Kiev sit-down at the end of the Ukraine visit. And the headline sentence they pulled was this: I will always be part of the royal family. And I'm here working, doing the very thing I was born to do, and I enjoy doing it. Yeah, he said the words. I was born to do it. 6 years after telling Oprah the institution tried to destroy him, that the institution was racist and building an entire income stream around the thesis that the role was suffocating. Harry, on camera, in a Kiev conference suite, told ITV that the very thing he was born to do was the thing he quit. He said it the same morning Trump said he does not speak for the UK, and the same morning Fox News confirmed his father will not meet him in Washington. And then he closed with the sentence his press team clearly rehearsed in the van. Quote, what would worry me is if we live in a world where anyone in my position, or anybody, anywhere, can't speak about the very things and the realities that we are seeing. Harry still speaks as though there is a position. There is not a position. There is a brand and there is a husband. A husband that only travels to Kiev for some legitimacy which, by the way, he never had. There are mentions and rumors of an Africa trip for the sausages, but I don't think those are real. Precisely because Meghan's poor experience in Nigeria. I don't think she wants to repeat that. I could be mistaken, of course, and if I am, more power to me, because I will have more material to make fun of them. They might want to travel everywhere, do all the posturing they want, but everything, no matter what, comes back to the real Harry and Meghan. The real Meghan is, in fact, quite fake, which is precisely what makes her so entertaining, not gonna lie. But in terms of Harry, we go back to that clip of him touching a man's butt. That is the real Harry. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is so meta in so many ways. It's not only that he must miss Nacho in those trips, but this also perfectly portrays how awkward he is and how he doesn't know how to behave, even when cameras around him. It's like he was, actually, cognitively impaired and he can't be allowed for any sort of improvisation. And that must be the reason why Methane has learned to control him with the claw, with the stares, with the hand on his back, and all those gestures we have seen for years. This must get in Meghan's nerves so much, and that is not going to change anytime soon. The same way that if the Harclays are visiting your city and you're in their way, for the love of all that is sacred, don't bow down. But let me know what you think about all of this in the comments.